Yohomi Takiape, Ava Cordovi Machiape, Malacotantas Pueblo. My Thama is Joseph Conquilla Cordova. My Enor and my cause, Patricia Crow Cordova. I'm sixth generation from Chief Red Cloud. I'm the owner operator of AC and Associates. I'm a mother, daughter, community member. I am a entrepreneur and I am challenging myself for the month of December to go live every day here on this the areas that you're watching. So if you don't know, I am live on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on YouTube and on Twitch. So, hi Jen, I'm so happy to see you. Aloha. Um, be safe as you travel. And thanks for checking in. I appreciate you. So, hello, everybody else in all over Turtle Island or all over the United States or wherever you're watching from. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. Um, so, Jen says challenges are good, they help you grow, get past that uncomfy. Yes, they do. They have been helping me to grow. Um, I am a little bit more comfortable. I'm still trying to learn. Um, but it's a growing experience. It's uncomfortable. And sometimes we are scared of the uncomfortable, scared of the unknown. But, I'm just trying to build my skills and see what happens in the process. So thank you so much for always joining me, even if you're logging on for just a moment. It helps me to feel like somebody's watching. And I appreciate you. Um, I appreciate you, doll, for watching and hanging out and encouraging me. Ta'a, thank you. Hopefully you got a notification on Facebook. I know that you had mentioned that you're only getting notifications on LinkedIn, but I did try to give it a good 30 minutes before I went on live. So, yeah, hopefully you got a notification. Just so you know, tomorrow, which is Friday, December 16th. Today is Thursday, December 15th, but tomorrow, December 16th, I will be going live um, at approximately 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, if you want to hang out with me tomorrow, um, please do so. Remember to check in at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um, I'll be going live tomorrow at that time. So hopefully you'll join me. Um, Hi, Glenn. Yay! Thank you for watching me as well. So, yay! I have two people from across the ocean watching in Hawaii. Hawaii. Um, one who is Donna Autumn, and one who is who is oh my gosh, Filipino. I don't know why I forgot that. We were just talking about that, right? Crazy, huh? So thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate your guys' support. You have been here supporting me from the very beginning when I wasn't even an entrepreneur. But I appreciate you. So remember, if you're watching tomorrow, I will be going live Friday, December 16th. I'll be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please check it out. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have a great discussion. Um, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to be visiting with my sister from another Mister, Leah Witzel. So if you all know Leah, share this and get the word out. Um, but if you don't know Leah, you need to know this lady. All right, Jen, thanks for visiting. Enjoy, stay safe, drink some water, and we'll talk later. Thanks for joining me. So again, tomorrow I'll be going live at 12:16. I'm sorry, tomorrow, Friday, December 16th, I'll be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with my girl, my sister from another Mr. Leah Witzel. All right. So let's get into it. Let's chat. Let me know where you're checking in from in the comments. And we are just gonna talk tonight. Again, the reason that I do these is to increase and help with the recent Cyber Monday purchase that I made. Um, and I want to make sure that I get the most out of it. So I'm here chatting every day with you. Also, in December, it's a hard month for a lot of people. It might be happy and joyous and um, happy-go-lucky, but for some people in December, it's not like that. It might be hard. They might not have people to speak with. They might be struggling. Um, all kinds of things are happening. With that being said, I do want to encourage you, um, if you feel like you need somebody to talk to or need immediate help, if you're hurting, there is a new nationwide um, I guess talk line that you can call. It's 988 on your phone. You can text 988, I believe, on your phone. And I think you can text. I'm not sure. I know you can dial 988 on your phone if you need somebody to talk to, or if you need immediate help of any kind, if you're hurting, or you just need somebody to talk to. Call 988 on your phone. Um, so tonight we are just going to be just talking, just chatting, just chatting away. And I'm very appreciative that you all are checking in. Um, so I am streaming live from Tongva Territory, which is also known as the Los Angeles area, Los Angeles County, Los Angeles, California, in the United States. And that's where I'm I'm a visitor on this land right now. So thanks for joining me. Let me know where you're checking in the comments. So great to see people here from Hawaii um, and wherever else that you're checking in. So let's talk about today. What did I do? What happened? What's going on in my life? So today I was actually um, had to do a session in the Newport Beach area, and um, these are closed sessions, and they're a traditional track for a um, organization called Akua Behavioral Health. And I was able to just go out and talk about different things. Um, and I am very thankful for the individuals that are doing amazing things with Akua. So Jacqueline, and Brian Frijo, just doing awesome work out there in community. Um, so I was there this morning, and then I went to a place that was suggested by a YouTuber that I watch, and I tagged them in my post today, and they liked my post. I was all excited, all fangirling, because I watched this person on YouTube, and never would I thought. I listened to what she says, and I wanted to try this place out, and it was really good. It was I had a bagel breakfast sandwich. It was really good. So shout out Michelle. Shout out to Michelle who suggested that. So I went there. And then I got a lot of great work done um, in Newport. Just had an afternoon session on my computer, making sure that I took care of business, made a list, checked it twice, and um, listened to music, had some me time, made sure that I got some important work done. And then I headed to um, a meetup, not a meetup. I don't want to say meetup because I know that there's an app called Meetup and you can go on there and meet other people. But I had dinner with the most amazing individual that I, one of the most amazing individuals that I know. Her name is Hannah B. And I met her virtually during pandemic. We have done some work together. Um, and she recently moved she moved back to the LA area. So we got a chance to hang out, to talk, to vibe, to listen to each other, to be able to really provide a safe space for both of us chatting with each other. So I appreciate you, Hannah B. I appreciate you for the work that you're currently doing. And the fact that you were able just to listen with an opening ear. I'm a very private person, so I appreciate the safe space that you provided. Um, so shout out to Hannah B. You can also check her out on Twitch. So follow her for the individuals that are watching on my Twitch channel. Thanks for hanging out. But Hannah B also has a channel there, so check her out. Um, okay, so that was basically my day. Work, work, dinner, and work. um, I actually did, though, have a book that I was reading. I don't have it here with me. I would quote you something, but I don't have it here. But it was actually really good, and it talked about. It was a book on grieving, and it talked a lot about different things from not comparing your grieving to other people's grieving. That was one thing that I really found important. You know, a lot of times when we're struggling with something or when we're going through things, everybody's different. Everybody's super different. And one person may be fine in like a couple of months, and another person may not be and may take a lot longer to um, come to terms with the loss of someone so special to them. So I do find it extremely important to remember that. Don't compare your grief to somebody else's. Um, Another thing that was mentioned in there was to make sure that you take care of your wellness, to make sure that you have um, somebody that you can talk to, a trusted individual that you can talk to. Those are the two chapters that I read. They're very short pages. There's a lot of quotes in there, a lot of great information that um, just hit me, like was very significant to um, what I'm dealing with right now today. Um, Grief happens and has been happening for the past 2 years. Uh, the people that I've lost is more than what I can count on both my hands in the past 2 years. I stopped counting after 24 people. And just to mention, two of those individuals that have passed were very special to me, and their anniversary is actually coming up. And I know a lot of other people are dealing with the memorial date of their loved ones passing. So one of the individuals who was very dear to me and passed away in January was my niece, Raylene Bickerstaff. Um, Raylene was an amazing individual. She was loving, she was funny. She always made sure to check up on her family by sending text that said, "Good morning, beautiful," or sent a joke. You know, she was just the person that a lot of people turn to. She was the auntie that was the amazing auntie to everybody, all the nieces and nephews and all the Takojas, all the grandkids always um, flocked to her. She always made sure that they were taken care of during different times of the year, from their birthdays to Easter to Christmas. Her her passing was and is still really hard for many people in my family. Um, so her 1 year is coming up in January, and I want to celebrate her. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back home. Usually we have a giveaway, a wopila, a thank you, um, and we have a feed. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back home because it is in January. Um, but if we don't make it back home, me and my daughter and our family, we definitely want to honor her in some way. She was an amazing individual who is definitely missed. And, like I said, going back to the grief thing, um, don't compare your grief to anybody else's. I know too that my other niece passed away 2 years ago, and um, babe, Tracy, she was a very important person on my Lakota side too, and our family is missing her as well, and her sisters, I know, um, love that little girl with all their heart, and I know that every day is a struggle for them, but they're getting through it in their own ways. Um, Also, um, the other person that's coming up is one of my best girlfriends, Monica. I think I've talked about this before. Um, I might have talked about it before during December, probably a couple months ago, or a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago. It hasn't been, I don't know when I talked about it, but I'm sure I talked about it. Um, Monica was somebody that I've known since high school. Um, she was always so funny, um, just always made the party happen. She was just hilarious. Um, her passing is coming up to her 1 year, and I definitely want to honor her. And I feel like I feel like I have a lot of feelings. Um, but I'm not going to compare it to anybody. I do that a lot. I compare things a lot. And looking at that book today about not comparing your grief, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do that right now and just remembering me not to do that. So I'm not going to do that. But I do miss her. She was an important part of my life. And although we didn't talk every day, um, she and her family meant so much to me, meant a lot to me. So I pray for them often, and I'll be um, making some rounds to see them, um, and probably when I come back, because I'm going out of town. But when I come back, I definitely want to see them. Um, okay, so there's a lot of people that have passed that um, are going through grief, but it is a part of life. Um, we celebrate in different ways, like the birth of somebody, and then becoming a toddler and an adolescent, and then an adult and a middle-aged person, and then an elder, and then it's a part of life that we all will be here for a while and then make our journey on. And how do you prepare for that? It's hard. Uh, it's very hard. But there are a lot of different ways that you can prepare for it. From one, um, making sure that you possibly have a plot and your final services set up. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about it. And it's weird, maybe because it's reality. I mean, like it starts to come reality, that you're planning for that. But I ultimately don't want to leave that burden to my children or my grandchildren. So I've had in the past a payment plan set up with Rose Hills. I don't know if you know that you can do that, but I used to make $25 payments every month to Rose Hills, um, and I have a plot, and it's a weight off my shoulders. I really don't want to leave that to my family to have to think about how they're going to raise funds, or if they need to raise funds, or doing any type of fundraiser. Um, it's hard, and I think it's important for me. I'm going to say me, not us, for me to plan to hopefully not be a burden to anybody when I pass. Or not a burden, but the fiscal or the financial end of it, not putting anybody into um, any type of situation. So ultimately, I'm going to be buried at Rose Hills in Whittier, California. Um, but um, yeah, okay, that's the topic that we're talking about. I appreciate you guys for listening. Um, let's see, what else? Um, Talked about grief. Some anniversaries are coming up. Um, let's see. So, are you guys planning for the new year? I've been asking recently a lot of different people what their goal is in the next 3 weeks, because within the next 3 weeks, we are going to be um, we're going to be in 2023. Um, 2023, the year of 2023. Gosh, it's coming so quick. I'm already over Christmas. Hasn't even happened yet. And I'm already going into the new year. Um, Christmas too can cause so many different feelings. From missing somebody to um, even worries about buying things or what you can buy or um, yeah, I'm keeping it simple this year and definitely keeping it simple. But Stephanie Mashrash, yay! Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for watching. Stephanie, if you don't know, is an amazing singer. She's an amazing um, social worker, therapist, community member, activist. She needs to come on here and join me and have a conversation. Um, so, Stephanie, she says, it's so good to be able to plan. Yes, we were blessed to be able to do that too and normalize planning for our own talking about it. Yes. Um, I think that for me, um, it is very much something that I talk to my family about. And the reason that I have talked to my family, and it's been a important thing in my family, is because my my first love, my daughter's father, passed away when she was 3 years old. So when that happened, luckily he had already had his plot. So before he passed away, I was my mother-in-law was asking, "Where are you going to be buried?" Because she was planning to buy these plots, because they were on sale. But anyways, she was asking me, "Where are you going to be buried when you die?" A question that I don't think somebody has ever asked me. Um, but the response to that for me before when he was still alive was, "I'm going to be buried on my res. I'm going to go back home to be on my res." And then my daughter, she was 3 years old, and unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident, picking me up from work and right in front of my job at the time. Um, he got in a car accident. It was a rainy day, and there was a lot of accidents um, in that place when it rained. So never thought, he would pass or that I would be a single mother or a single person raising a child. Um, so he had his plot, and my mother-in-law had asked me before he passed where I wanted to be buried, and I said I want to be buried on my res. But then after he passed and he was buried at Rose Hills, I was like, I have to be buried near him so that my daughter will can go to one place to visit us. Um, so that's when I started the planning process of um, purchasing that piece of land for me. Um, and then going back to that about talking about it, um, talking about planning, I think one of the main things that and the reason why I'm making sure that my family knows, and yes, I know I need to write it down, and that's another thing, a living will is something that I need to do, or a living, yeah, a living will. Um, I feel like I don't have a lot to give, but as I start thinking about the different things that I do have, it's important for me to make sure that those things go to my daughter and my takojas, my grandchildren. So the reason that I'm telling you this is going back to the original um, topic is it's important for me to tell my grandchildren or my children or anybody about my final wishes is because I want to be cremated. And sometimes that can go different ways if it's not written down or your final wishes aren't known. Um, so I want to be cremated, and I want to be buried with my daughter's father, so that she can have one specific place to go to, and then the plot that I have will go to my grandchild. So it's all, something that we've talked about. And I don't want anybody, once I pass, to say, no, that's not what she wanted. She didn't want to be cremated. Um, it's a big deal. And sometimes that happens. And if it's not written down, I know I need to write it down, but I know that my daughter knows my final wishes, and like my um my inner circle knows my final wishes. So I do definitely need to write it down. Um Okay, great. Thank you for letting us know. Yes, or an advanced healthcare directive can cover those details too, depending on the form too. Kaiser was quite thorough. I love how thoughtful that is of you. Thank you. I love Kaiser. I don't know if you love the Kaiser. I know that you said that they were thorough. I have Kaiser. I've had Kaiser since I was like 14, 14 or 15. And then, I've had other insurances, or sometimes they didn't have insurance, but I definitely like Kaiser. Um, my daughter was born at Kaiser, and I continue to go to Kaiser. It just, some people don't like it, but I do. We're off topic. So thanks for letting us know about that. Thank you for listing the Advanced Healthcare Directive. Um, I'll have to look into that because I'm starting to put a lot of different things together. One of the other things too is tribal membership is something that is on my mind because I am currently enrolled in Taos Pueblo. My dad enrolled me and my sisters when we were little babies. So I've always been enrolled Taos Pueblo. But as you know, um, as our generations continue to grow, my daughter, I'm full blooded, I'm half Taos Pueblo, I'm half Oglala Lakota, so that makes my daughter half of what I am and half of her dad. So she's half um, um, Hispanic, and she is half um, Native American, American Indian, or whatever you want to call it. Um, she's a quarter Taos Pueblo and a quarter Oglala Lakota, and she barely makes the cutoff. So Taos Pueblo, you have to be a quarter in order to be enrolled, and that um, doesn't work for my grandkids. My grandkids would be less than what's needed to be enrolled. So one of my thoughts And I know that um, I can do this because I checked in. For a long time, I was like, I don't want to disenroll from them because what if Oglala doesn't take me and then I'll be homeless? Not homeless, but like without a tribe, feelings of rejection, all of that stuff. But I did go and I checked it out, and I'm eligible for enrollment. My daughter's eligible for enrollment once I'm enrolled, and then her children will be eligible for enrollment. So it's so sad that I have to like leave one tribe to go to a different tribe just to make sure that my grandkids are tribal members. Um, and so much that CDIB is important. But I can now see like how the blood quantum, what the ultimate goal was of blood quantum is to slowly like it slowly takes us away from who we are as tribal members. I know the card means a lot to different people. It means something to me as well. It means something it means that I'm enrolled somewhere. But also, there's a lot of different people that struggle with this that don't have enough blood to enroll anywhere. You might be like five different tribes, and they might not have enough. So I know it's a whole big old controversy, and I'm talking about it, but it needs to be known, and that's what's coming to my mind right now. So, Stephanie, thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for talking in the chat, and I appreciate you. You have to come on here and sing with me or talk with me. Um, so that's what's going on there. Let's see. So we talked about grief. We talked about let's see, we talked about grief, we talked about anniversaries, we talked about planning, we talked about living trusts or advanced directives, advanced healthcare directives. Um, let's talk about goals. Awesome, Stephanie. I will send you a an invite, and then we can figure out the days or the times too. So again, guys, like this is a reason why I don't have a specific time. I am going live every day. You just, I am, I have, don't have a time because I want to make sure that the guests that I invite or my friends that are coming on, that it works with their schedule too. So, I am making it around both our schedules. So that's why I don't have a particular time. But for the individuals that have already committed, like on Friday, I'll be going live at 5 with one of my sisters from another Mr. Um, Leah Wetzel. She's from Montana area. And I recently met her in June at the summer solstice, which is an annual event for the Return to Heart Foundation. I'm a micro grant helpers and healers grantee. So I was invited to go. It's amazing. It's 3 days. They have it every year. So I was actually just talking to someone, to Martha, another Lakota sister, and telling her about it. So crossing my fingers, gonna be able to go out there and to Pine Ridge in June. And if the summer solstice thing falls through, then um, caravan to Pine Ridge. So um, to my family in South Dakota that's watching, let's have a big camp out, or let's go powwow or Sundance or something. Let me know. Um, all right. So going back to goals, what's your goal for the next 3 weeks? Let's keep each other accountable. Let me know in the comments what your goal is. I'll be going live every day. I'll remind you to do it. But my goal for the next 3 weeks obviously, is to go live every day. It's my challenge. I've been working on that every single day since December 2nd. And um, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to engage with you. I'm excited to talk. Um, Another goal, possibly in the new year. Um, let's see, what's a goal in the new year for me? Mm, da na 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 na. Na 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 do 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 boo whoop. One of my goals for the month of January is to have a activity adventure with at least two friends. So I forgot who I heard this from, and it was somebody recently who had mentioned that they make it a point to have a date with a friend that doesn't include food. So um, that means going on an adventure, on a different type of adventure. For them, I believe it was hikes. That's not going to be it for me. I have really bad, I would love to go hiking, but I have really bad arthritis in my knees. So bad that I don't have, you know, how when you like move your muscles, so when you move your muscles in between your bones, there's like this gel. It's called cartilage, and it helps to like lubricate your bones so that they can move. Well, between my knees, my two knees, I don't have any cartilage in any of my in my knees. So my bones are rubbing together. So when I walk, they crack. If I'm standing, they can go out. So um so hiking is hard for me. I remember um, going on a leadership journey, and we went to San Francisco. Shout out to Eric Sanchez, boo boo boo, Susan Lee, boo boo boo, and others that were on the trip to San Francisco. We walked up this huge hill. We didn't walk up it, we hiked it. There were steps, there was like even a tree, a big old tree where you can sit and rest. There was benches, but man, just I really appreciate Eric that for that time, because he all those kids were like up that hill in no time, and here I'm like barely making it up. And you know, it had a lot to do with my knees, and even coming down, like I had to walk backwards coming down so it could be easy on my knees. But so my goal, after explaining that whole story, is to have two activity dates in January. Um, Not surrounding it. I don't want it to be like, let's go have lunch. I want it to be something else. So I'm gonna have two activity dates. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Um, Let me know if you want to join me in January. I'll send you a calendar invite, and you can let me know. Um, I also, Stephanie, maybe you can help me with this. I really want to learn a song just to sing. Um, Maybe make my own song, like uh like I don't know. I just want to learn a song. So maybe you can help me with that. Maybe that can be an activity. Um, All right. Well, those are my goals. What's your goal? If you haven't already put it in the chat or in the comments, you can do it now. Let's keep each other accountable. Um, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for engaging. I appreciate you guys for the work that you're doing. Um, Stephanie, I know the work that you do is can be hard sometimes, can be overwhelming. But I was actually just on a talking circle yesterday, last night. It was a talking circle led by Margie in San Diego. And she always sends me invites, and sometimes I don't get them in time to jump on, or I see them and then when the time comes, I'm like, shoot, I forgot the talking circle. But last night I was able to jump on, and um and why am I bringing her up? um Oh yeah, that's why. I was talking to them about something that my sister mentioned to me, um, called heart work. So heart, not hard, but heart work. I know that's something that you really do is heart work. You do a lot of stuff for our community, and I appreciate you. Um, and maybe when you do come on, I know there's one of the things that you talk about is I forget what it's called, something oak, but maybe you could talk about that. Let people know what that has to do with and um, the advocacy that you've been doing around that. I don't know. There's a lot of different topics that we can talk about. There's not really any topics that here is just a chat. So there's not really there's not really topics. So I just come on here and chat. But I got this today. I got this magazine today. Winds of Change. It's from the American Indian Student Association. Um, but as I opened this, I just opened it. I love that it says, and I don't know if this is you're going to see it the same way, but it says community is our way of life. Join us. I just opened this magazine and that was the first thing that I saw. So um yeah. Oh, awesome. So Save Oak Flat. And then the other information that's on there, there's fights to protect the sacred. Um and I don't want to butcher the after that Save Oak Flat. Chi Chil Be Dogoto and other fights to protect the sacred. Yeah. So if you want to come on here and talk about that or give some shine some light on that, I'd be happy to have you speak on it. I'll send you a calendar invite and then we can, um have spend some time on an adventure here online. So thanks guys. I know it's coming up to um 11 o'clock and um I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for being here. Remember that I will be going live tomorrow, Friday 12/16. I'll be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So remember to um check us out, check me out, um, check out the live. Make sure to subscribe so that you can get that notification bell when I do go live. Again, I'm streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. So I'm going to go ahead and end it for the night. Thanks, Stephanie, for engaging with me. We'll see you soon on here. Thank you, everybody else, for watching. I appreciate you. Come back and check out the live tomorrow. Have a great night. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon. Make sure to hydrate, get some rest, take care of you. If you need somebody to talk to, if you're hurting and you need immediate help, please call 988. If you want to engage tomorrow, have a chat, join me at 5 p.m. There's going to be a good chat tomorrow. I guess that's it. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good night. 가수 누구야?